now with a special guest as, we're getting ready for maybe this weekend. You're already looking ahead to the weekend, looking for something to do. Well, if you're a fan of music, might I suggest Burlington Civic Music, because they have got a show. And here to talk about that is our friend Barbara McRoberts joining us here. Barbara, good to see you. How are you doing this morning?
It's nice to be back.
It's always good to
see you.
like I said, it's always good to chat with you here because you come in and you talk about music, which on a country music station is very appropriate here. But let's talk a little bit though, because you got a big one coming in this week. You've got the Mexican Brass.
Right.
Coming in this weekend. Let's talk a little bit about this group here. What can we expect from those guys?
I think, speaking of country, they are from the country.
Yep.
The country just happens to be Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And most of us, because of the closeness, I think, to Fort Madison and their Mexican Fiesta Festival, which was just last month, probably are fairly familiar with what I would call a bit of a Mexican style.
Okay.
So I think these guys, it's a quintet called M5, Mexican Brass, and they're going to go all through the gamut of various kinds of music. So while there'll be that Mexican flair, which I happen to love, and I think most people, in your listening audience do as well.
Yeah.
No, they're classically trained. And classically trained musicians don't always stay playing with the orchestra, although one of them is a second chair trumpet player in one of the larger orchestras in Mexico. But you know what? No, they've broadened their base. So you're going to hear some Dixieland. You're going to hear some rock. You're going to hear country. You're going to hear the blues. And I'm kind of going down their playlist.
Yeah, I mean, that's a little bit of something for everyone then. So
well, I think so.
But they got their own special twist on it, which I think makes them pretty special. So the show.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Yeah, certainly. Show is coming up then on Saturday. What time does everything get underway then?
7 o'clock. Doors open at 6:30, and we have changed our starting time for those people that think 7:30 is, the time. Actually, it's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, and that's right there at the Capitol Theater there, so make sure you check that out.
Yes.
The Mexican Brass, those guys, that's going to be a special show there.
I think so.
A little something different, but, they're going to have their own spin on quite a bit of stuff there, it sounds like. Where can folks get tickets? Can they buy them right at the office? How's that go?
Well, you can buy them at the door that night because we do have seating available. You can buy season tickets by going to our website, burlcivicmusic.com. You can also call our phone line, 319-752-0336, for information if you need that.
Yeah.
I don't list my phone number, but on the other hand, I'm out and about.
No, totally. But hey, no, check that out because again, this show it's going to be a great show. That's coming up on Saturday. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, that is certainly place to go. We've got details for it and the ticket link up on our website, 1017thebull.com. Just click on events on our community calendar. We've got it there for you. Barbara McRoberts joining us here, and Barbara, I know you've got another show coming up here right around the corner. I know November is going to be here before we know it, which is wild to think about.
It is wild to think about.
But a show coming up in November. Let's talk a little bit about that.
I think you're going to, you move from one country to another country, but I think this is something that will have some familiarity with your audience because it's Broadway and beyond, which means Broadway-focused music. And David Burnham is the star. He comes through the touring roster after being really a star on Broadway. He took over a role in Joseph the Amazing Technicolor.
Okay.
We're all familiar with that.
Yeah.
So he was the lead in that. A little more recent in terms of history of Broadway music is Wicked, and he had the star in Wicked. So
Really?
You've got a talent.
Yeah.
And he brings with him a female vocalist and pianist. So I think that will be, it won't maybe be as high energy, but I know he's an entertainer.
Yeah.
So he's going to get that audience with him. I think that I've never seen David before. I've just seen him, as we all do. We kind of go to YouTube and see, okay, what's happening, Dave?
YouTube can be a very important thing. As long as it's working, because it was down the other day. Technology has been something.
Technology has been difficult.
When is that November show? What day? What day is that?
November 21.
Oh, November 21st, Friday night.
Friday night.
Check that out.
Starts at 7.
BurlCivicMusic.com. Get all the details there. It's up there on your website, right?
Right.
All right, check it out there. Barbara McRoberts joining us here. Barbara, anything else you want to add before we let you go?
Well, I want you to have a happy day, and I want everybody to come down and see some really great live entertainment at the Capitol Theater.
Capitol Theater, that's Saturday night, the Mexican Brass. Those guys going to put on a show, and you don't want to miss it. Barbara, appreciate you stopping by here this morning.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful rest of your day here. Always good to see Barbara here at 101.7 The Bull. Here's Riley Green and Ella Langley.